Well, thank you everyone for sticking it out this long. So far, we've heard what some of the worst regimes are doing around the world. We've heard about what some of the best developers are doing around the world. We've heard the advance of freedom tech in the face of repression. What I want to turn your attention to really is what could really be tyranny tech, which is CBDCs, the rise of central bank digital currencies. And most people don't know what a CBDC is, but autocracies around the world are exploring this and pushing forward on this. Fundamentally, it's a digital national liability of the central bank or the wider government. It's a digital money that has a direct relationship between you and the government at large. And that's a crucial difference. I'm sure many of you use credit cards, debit cards, payment apps, Bitcoin, or something else to get here. And the fundamental difference between that digital money and what these countries are currently exploring is that they will have direct insight into what you're doing. They will have direct control over what you're doing. And maybe to put this in easier terms, 3.2 billion people currently live where CBDCs have been made available to the public. This is not a theoretical issue anymore. This is not 2019 when Facebook announced Libra and politicians were panicking. They had to do something. This is people are doing something. They are pushing forward in making this happen. And fundamentally, that's why we need to be aware of the issue. That's why, with the Human Rights Foundation, we've built this tracker to show you exactly what's happening, to show you as countries are either researching, piloting, or full-out launching CBDCs. And as you can see, and as Callie mentioned before, there's 135 jurisdictions, ranging currency unions, countries, and even some oddball jurisdictions in the mix as well. But all of them have this common thread. It's about control. To give you one example, in Iraq, the financial advisor to the prime minister said, we need a CBDC. We need to have a central bank digital currency because it'll allow us to eliminate cash. It'll allow us to surveil transactions, and it'll allow us to control transactions. And that's not a limited thought. Around the world, that is the thinking behind this. That is the thinking behind government officials wanting to reinvent money for their own purposes. I've seen probably 27 different jurisdictions that have openly said, we want to eliminate cash and put an end to it with this. The International Monetary Fund has come out and said, this is the way to eliminate cash. And some of them are what you expect from China, Russia, Nigeria, but then there's other countries in the mix as well, such as the Bahamas and Jamaica. So this is something that is steadily pushing forward. But the thing I really want you to take from it, when you look at this map, is how important all the ideas you've heard today are and will continue to hear. How important it is that we have alternatives. Right now, while the map has a few concerning areas, we still have pockets of freedom throughout the world, in the best and worst of places. And those pockets are where we can build out these alternatives. It's where we can build them out and slowly create a parallel system or even a new system. It's much harder to do that when this entire map goes red. It's much harder in a crisis to get everyone together, write the code, raise awareness, do promotional activities when this map is red. It's much harder to do anything but take care of your basic needs when this map goes completely red. So I want you to keep in mind everything that you'll hear here at the Oslo Freedom Forum. I think Thor really put it well on the first day opening up, saying that you shouldn't be lulled to sleep by optimism. And you shouldn't be overwhelmed by pessimism either. You really need to be dedicated. Be dedicated to promoting freedom, to be promoting alternatives, and to be raising awareness about what our governments are doing and what they're not telling the wider public. If governments are going to be using CBDCs to track all of us, then it's really important that now is the time that we start tracking them before that map goes completely red. You can find the HRF CBDC tracker at this code, and you can find me on X and Noster at Econ with Nick, and I'll be around all day, all night, and a little bit of tomorrow if you have any questions as well. Thank you, everyone.